Hello, my dear students. Today, under level of second paper, we'll discuss about the retirement benefits. The retirement benefits are given under Unit 4 of your syllabus. This is Dr. A.K. Tyagi, and this is the video lecture 38. The retirement plans for employees consist of following benefits for the employees. We have the pension plans, we have the gratuity, provident fund, superannuation plans, post-retirement medical benefits also. The retirement benefits mainly consist of the employees' leave encashment. Employees are allowed to accumulate leaves, and employees, once they are retiring, they may exchange them for cash, and these retirement gratuity and the amount that they were contributing to their provident fund account throughout their service. And see, gratuity is as a means as an amount which employer offers graciously, you were for an employee, that employee was so loyal for the organization, he contributed in the organization, right? There is a provision, there are national pension schemes also, and a new pension scheme was introduced by the government of India in order to secure the financial future of the individuals after retirement. The policyholders can withdraw up to 60% of the amount at retirement, and rest 40% of the amount is used to purchase the annuity. Means annually you will be getting the 60% of the amount at retirement, and rest 40% of the amount is used to purchase the annuity. And this national pension scheme is a social security initiative by the central government, and this program is open to employees from the public, private, and even the unorganized sector, except those who are in the armed forces. And this scheme encourages the people to invest in the pension account on regular intervals during the course of their employment, because while the employees means working, he can save some money and then can contribute to those funds. And after retirement, these subscribers can take out a certain percentage of the corpus deposit amount, and as a national pension scheme holder, one can receive the remaining amount as a monthly pension post your retirement. So after retirement, subscriber can take out certain percentage of corpus, right? And remaining amount as a monthly pension post retirement. So earlier, this national pension scheme covered only the central government employees. Now it is open to all Indian citizens on a voluntary basis, and national pension scheme holds immense value for anyone who work in the private sector and requires a regular pension after retirement. And this scheme is portable across jobs and locations with tax benefits under section 80C and section 80CC D. So tax benefits are also there under this section in these national pension schemes. And it is now possible to open a national pension scheme account in less than half an hour. Means online provision, you can easily open your account, and if you link your account to your PAN or your mobile number or your Aadhaar, then you can validate the registration by using the OTP sent to your mobile, and this generates a permanent retirement account number which you can use for national pension scheme login. Gratuity is the other financial support after the retirement, and is a financial component offered by an employer to an employee in recognition of his or her services which he or she has rendered in the organization. And it is typically a portion of the salary of an employee receives, and can be viewed as a benefit plan to his or her retirement. Gratuity is paid by an employer when an employee leaves the job after serving the same organization for a minimum period of 5 years. In new code, there are expecting some changes when this new codes would be implemented. That we'll see. And one can consider to be a financial thank you to an employee for rendering continuous services to an employer. So means gratuity is paid by an employer when an employee leaves the job after serving the same organization for a minimum period of 5 years. And when employee will be eligible to receive the gratuity. So the employee should be eligible for superannuation, and an employee retires or employee resigns after working for 5 years with a single employer, and an employee passes away or suffers disability due to illness or accident. So of course, in case of disablement and in case of death, this 5 years of continuous service provision was not applicable. Means this condition is not there if there is a disablement, total disablement of the employee, or the means death of the employee, right? So, and the gratuity is the formula for the gratuity is this one. You can see N is the number of years of service in a company, and D is the last drawn basic salary plus DA. And you have to work with a company, say for example 20 years of, and had 25,000 as his last drawn basic plus D amount, then gratuity amount would be this much. Because see, the amount payable as gratuity is the 15 days salary for every completed year of service. So however, an employee can choose to pay more gratuity to an employee, and also for the number of months in the last year of employment. Anything above 6 months is rounded off to the next number, while say for example someone has served for 7 years and 8 months, then it would be treated as he has served for 8 years, right? So it is means above 6 months, then will be round off. So if someone has served, as I have given the example, someone has served in a company for 7 years and 8 months or 9 months, means above 6 months, then he will be entitled to receive gratuity for 8 years. And means the other important thing about this is gratuity is the, as I told you, the for every completed year of service, 15 days salary will get. So the last drawn salary amount divided by 26 and multiplied by 15. And in case of death of an employee, the gratuity benefits are calculated on the benefit of the tenure of the service of the employee, and this amount is, however, subject to a maximum of rupees 20 lakhs. Means up to 20 lakhs there would be no tax, right? And there are superannuation plans also for as retirement plans, means for as retirement benefits. And a superannuation is an organizational pension program created by a company for the benefit of the employees. It is also referred to as a company pension plan. Funds deposited in a superannuation account will grow, and typically without any tax implications until retirement or withdrawal. So there are certain benefits under retirement, and there are some organizations which offers the post-retirement medical benefits also. Of course, they may charge or employers to contribute for these benefits, but these are the useful benefits, or we can say these means good retirement plans or retirement benefits for the employees. So this is all about for today's deliberation, my dear students. You just go through this deliberation and go through these slides. Thank you so much. I believe these PPTs will help you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Have a nice